Today, I bring you a message that resonates directly with your heart. The angels, in their infinite kindness, have heard the plea of someone who, in silence, begged for a chance to reconnect with you. This plea was not a word spoken in vain, but a cry that echoed through their soul and reached the heavens. Now, the universe is weaving a unique tapestry, and you are the central piece of this emotional puzzle. Imagine that for a long time, this person carried unsaid feelings, repressed like a river encountering a dam. Outwardly, they seemed to move on, but inwardly there was a whirlwind of thoughts and emotions that always led back to you. What they didn't know is that each memory, each thought, each emotion was building the bridge that would bring them back to the starting point, your heart. The angels want you to know that no prayer or true feeling is lost in time. This person, by pleading for a new opportunity, recognized the unique value you hold. There is immense weight in this admission, and what once seemed impossible is now a clear possibility. Before continuing the message, write this mantra in the comments. I deserve a second chance with the fullness of love. Now, continuing the message. This opportunity that arises is not the work of chance. It is the result of a series of decisions and learnings that both of you had to go through. While you grew in resilience and self-love, this person faced their own demons, questioning the choices that distanced them from you. What the angels show is that this journey was necessary for both of you to be ready for something greater. Imagine the impact your absence had. Each small gesture you offered, each word you spoke, left an indelible mark. This person realized that the love they seek in every corner was already there, in the hands they let slip away. And this realization, though painful, is also the awakening that the angels prepared for them. The angels ask that you open your heart to what is to come, but without losing the wisdom you have gained. This reconnection, should you choose to accept it, will be a new beginning based on honesty and vulnerability. It won't be easy, but it will be true, and that is all that true love requires. The moment to act has come for this person, and they are preparing for it with the help of spiritual forces. And you, dear soul, are being guided to receive this sign, not with fear or suspicion, but with a spirit of discernment and compassion. There is a deep learning in this encounter. It is as if the universe is telling you, you are worthy of love, you are enough, you deserve all the good things life can offer, and this is the sign you have been waiting for. However, the angels ask that you maintain clarity. Not every chance that arises should be embraced blindly. Use the discernment that time and experiences have taught you to decide if this connection should be rescued. Whatever your choice, know that it will be the right one, for it will be guided by your heart and the forces that have always protected you. Dear soul, the angels are by your side, whispering to you, trust what you feel, but remember where you came from. This is the moment to receive what is rightfully yours, whether it is the opportunity to forgive and start anew, or to move forward with a peaceful heart. This person, confronted with their own mistakes, found in their repressed feelings a truth they never imagined could be so powerful. The love for you never disappeared. It was simply waiting for the right moment to manifest fully. Imagine someone trying to move on but constantly being pulled back by vivid memories. Every smile you gave, every word shared, and even the silences between you became constant echoes in this person's heart. The angels show that these echoes were necessary to awaken something they tried to ignore for so long, the strength of true love. Now, before we continue this message, write in the comments, I trust in the universe's plans for my life. This affirmation activates the energies that guide this re-encounter. In revisiting the moments you shared, this person understood something crucial. The distance between you was not just a physical separation, but a spiritual lesson. It was a time when both parties needed to grow and understand their own value. What the angels highlight is that this interval, though painful, was essential for healing wounds and preparing the ground for something more solid and sincere. During this period of separation, this person experienced situations that made them see clearly what they had lost. It might have been in lonely nights, conversations with friends, or even in moments of deep silence with themselves. It was in this silence that they heard the call of their soul, a subtle voice saying, you need to try again. The angels explain that they are fighting an internal battle between pride and courage. Pride tries to convince them that it is safer not to open up, while courage drives them to take the step that could change everything. This duality is painful, but it is also a sign that their love for you is genuine. After all, only what is true makes us face our greatest fears. However, This reflection also brought to light the lessons you learned during this time. The angels want you to remember that the value you discovered in yourself must be non-negotiable. The reconnection, if it happens, needs to be built on a foundation of mutual respect and honesty, not empty promises. They ask you to trust your intuition to know if this opportunity is something that can enrich your life or if it is an invitation to let go of the ties of the past. Dear soul, allow yourself to feel. You don't need to make an immediate decision. This is a moment to understand what your heart desires without rush or pressure. After all, the angels show that any choice made with love, both for yourself and for the other, is the right choice. And while you reflect, know that this person is preparing to take a big step. They feel the weight of your absence as a void that no other connection could fill. There is a burning desire to correct mistakes, to prove that the love they feel deserves a second chance. But at the same time, the angels remind us that true transformation begins from within. If this person truly wants something solid, they will need to demonstrate with actions, not just words. And you, dear soul, will have the chance to evaluate whether the path the angels are opening is the one you wish to follow. The angels ask me to tell you something important. Whatever happens, you are safe. You have the power to decide what is best for your heart. This journey is about you, about your happiness and your peace. Finally, stay open, but never vulnerable to the point of compromising your growth. What is to come is an opportunity to rewrite stories, whether with this person or on a completely new path. The angels now take us deeper into the feelings of this person who begged for a chance with you. Within them, there is a battle between the fear of losing and the courage to fight for what is still possible. This struggle is not simple, as each step toward you seems filled with uncertainties and regrets. This person sees themselves before an emotional mirror, where they can no longer avoid the truths they tried to bury. For a long time, they hid behind excuses and justifications to avoid facing what they truly feel. But now, the angels show that something has changed. A new clarity has emerged, illuminating the path they need to follow to repair what was broken. Before continuing the message, take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This helps us continue creating meaningful content for you. Continuing the message, the fear of being rejected, of hearing that it is too late, is in every thought of this person. They revisit past dialogues, wonder where they went wrong, and try to imagine how you will react if they find the courage to seek you out. Each possibility paralyzes and encourages them at the same time, creating a cycle of doubts and hopes. The angels want you to know that this process is important, both for them and for you. It is like the time a flower needs to bloom. Each stage has its purpose. This person needs to face their fears and find a way to demonstrate with concrete actions that they are ready for a new beginning, if that is your choice. Imagine that, during this time of separation, they lived experiences that forced them to mature. They may have faced loneliness, regrets, and even relationships that made them realize what truly matters. And what matters, the angels show, is the genuine love they feel for you. But the angels also ask you to reflect on what you desire. The reconnection can be beautiful, but it will only be true if it comes with transformation and commitment. You don't need to carry the weight of their insecurities, but you can choose, with discernment, how far you are willing to go. The signs of this love have begun to appear, even if you haven't noticed them yet. Perhaps in small interactions, like an unexpected message or a change in tone when talking about you. The angels tell me that, if you are attentive, you will perceive that the energies around you are changing. However, this transformation is not one-sided. Just as they face their fears, you are also called to face yours. Is there something in your heart that needs to be released? Any pain or resentment that still weighs on your soul? The angels ask you to use this moment as an opportunity for healing, regardless of the outcome between the two of you. Dear soul, remember that your light is unique and non-negotiable. You don't need to change or diminish who you are to fit into someone else's space. This person, if truly ready for a new chance, will need to approach with honesty and respect for everything you have become. The angels show that the next step will be decisive. If they choose to act, it will be a moment of vulnerability, where words and gestures will reveal their intentions. But even in this instant, you will have the power to decide what is best for your journey. This internal battle they are facing is, in fact, an opportunity for growth. And for you, it is a chance to reaffirm your value and choose what truly brings you peace and happiness. Dear soul, the angels ask you to keep your heart open, but also to protect your essence. True love does not demand sacrifices that cost you your peace. It is a meeting of two whole souls who wish to share the best of themselves. As the angels reveal more about this connection, it becomes clear that the past still exerts a powerful force over both of you. For them, the past has become a reflection of missed opportunities and unsaid words. For you, it might be a mix of longing and protection, of love and caution. The angels want you to understand that this moment is not just about reconnecting with someone, but about rescuing yourself amid the experiences that shaped you. This person is facing an internal turmoil. On one hand, there is the memory of shared moments, laughter, and touches that left marks. On the other, there is the weight of having let this slip away. For them, the past has become a painful lesson. They realize that time does not wait, and the choices we make define us, for better or for worse. As much as the desire to relive what you had is strong, the angels ask them to recognize that the present demands a different approach. You are no longer the same person you were before, and this is something to be celebrated. You have grown, matured, and strengthened. And now, your decision about this re-encounter will be made based on what is best for you, not just on what they desire. This is the truth that the angels are whispering in their heart. If you want them to come back, you need to show that you have changed. It is not just about promises, but about actions that reflect genuine repentance and a desire to build something new, based on mutual respect and truth. The angels also want you to understand that not every opportunity that knocks on your door needs to be accepted. The power is in your hands to evaluate whether this is the right moment, the right person, and whether this reconnection will be a gift or a burden in your life. While you reflect, this person continues on their journey of self-discovery. There is a change happening, a maturation that the angels reveal is the fruit of your absence in their life. This absence was a mirror, showing them that the void they feel cannot be filled by anyone else. Now, imagine this person in silence, planning how to approach you. Each message written and erased, each call not made, all reveal how much they fear making a mistake again. But the angels show that this hesitation is not just fear. It is also a sign that they are beginning to respect the value of what they wish to regain. Dear soul, allow yourself to feel the emotions this moment brings, but remember that the past does not define who you are today. Use the wisdom you have gained to discern what is genuine love and what is a passing desire. The angels want you to know that you are worthy of being loved fully and without reservation. If this person can offer that, the re-encounter will be a blessing. But if not, the angels will continue to guide you toward paths of true love and happiness. This moment of reflection is more than an opportunity for reconnection. It is a call for you to reaffirm your strength and your light. Whatever your choice, it will be a step toward a fuller and more authentic life. The angels now show that the long-awaited moment is approaching. That person who begged the heavens for a chance with you is preparing for a moment of truth. A moment when the words, gestures, and emotions they have so repressed will finally find their way to your heart. This will not be just any encounter. It will be a turning point where all masks will fall and only what is true will remain. This person, for so long tormented by what they lost, is finally understanding that love is not just a feeling, it is also responsibility. They realize that to be worthy of a new chance, they must face their deepest fears and acknowledge their failures with humility. The angels show that they are rehearsing, in their mind, what they will say to you. Each word is chosen with care, but at the same time, they know they cannot hide behind rehearsed speeches. For them, the greatest challenge will be to look into your eyes and express what they could never say before. Imagine the emotional weight of this moment. They carry the hope that you will listen, but also the fear that it is too late. This confrontation with their own emotions is something the angels have guided, for they know that only authentic vulnerability can open the doors of your heart. But what will you feel in this moment? The angels ask you to allow yourself to listen, without rush, without immediate judgment. There is a reason this encounter is happening now, and part of that reason is the opportunity for healing, for both of you. This re-encounter is not just about the love you may have shared, it is also about the lessons each of you learned on your own journey. It is about forgiving, releasing the burdens of the past, and above all, choosing what is best for your soul. While this person prepares to open up, you are also called to connect with your intuition. Ask yourself, what does my heart truly desire? Will this re-encounter bring me closer to peace, or reopen wounds that have already healed? The angels want you to know that regardless of your choice, they are by your side. If you decide to give this person a new chance, they will guide you both toward a path of love and mutual growth. If, on the other hand, you decide it is time to move on, they will envelop you with renewed strength so that you can continue on a path of fulfillment and self-satisfaction. This encounter of truths will be intense. Words may bring to the surface emotions long dormant. You might feel anger, sadness, or even joy. All of this is part of the process. The angels ask you to honor each emotion that arises, for they are a reflection of how much you have allowed yourself to live and feel. Dear soul, remember, true love does not pressure, does not force, and does not demand anything that robs you of your peace. Whatever happens in this moment of revelation, know that you have the right to put your happiness first. Finally, the angels whisper a message of strength. Be true to yourself. You deserve a love that nurtures, that builds, and that celebrates the incredible person you are. The decisive moment is here, and the angels show that everything you have experienced up to now, the lessons, the mistakes, the reflections, culminates in a choice. This choice is not just about saying yes or no to the one who begged for a chance with you. It is about deciding what your soul desires to build from this point on, with all the wisdom and strength you have acquired. This person, in opening their heart, will make clear what they feel and what they intend. The love they carry is true, but the main question is not just what they feel, but what they can offer. The angels ask you to observe actions more than words. Love is not proven with promises. It manifests in consistent actions and deep respect. As difficult as it may be, you also need to consider what you learned about yourself during this time. Perhaps before, you were willing to give up important parts of your identity to maintain this connection. Now, the angels want you to know that true love does not demand sacrifices that diminish you, but rather a balanced and enriching exchange. Imagine yourself before this person. They speak, trying to put into words the whirlwind of emotions they carry. In their eyes, there is sincerity, but also vulnerability. The angels show that they are delivering their truth, but the final decision is in your hands. And you, dear soul, are encouraged to listen to your intuition. Before deciding, the angels suggest you ask your heart this question. Will this reconnection bring me more light or more shadow? Be honest with yourself. The love you deserve should not be a constant struggle, but a journey of mutual growth. On the other hand, it is important to recognize the value of this moment. Few people have the courage to admit their mistakes and seek a second chance so openly. If you feel there is space to reconnect, do so with wisdom and clear boundaries. Remember that it is not about returning to the past, but about building something new and more solid. The angels show me that your choice will be guided by a spiritual clarity that can only come from someone who has faced their own internal battles. If you opt to move forward without this person, it will be with the certainty that you are ready to embrace new experiences and connections. If you decide to give them a new chance, it will be with the security that this will be done on your own terms. Dear soul, remember that no decision should be based on fear or guilt. You are not responsible for fixing anyone. True love does not demand that you carry the weight of the other, but that you walk together as equal partners. The angels also show that this choice, whatever it may be, marks the beginning of a new cycle in your life. You are about to cross a spiritual portal where what once seemed confusing will be replaced by clarity and purpose. Finally, they ask you to trust the process. What is yours will find its way to you, and what is not will be gently moved aside by the universe. Peace is your innate right, and any decision that compromises this peace should be reconsidered. This is the moment to be true to your essence. The love you deserve is already aligned with the energy you radiate, and the angels are here to ensure that you receive nothing less than that. The decision you make, whatever it may be, does not mark just an end, but also a new beginning. The angels want you to know that this moment is not about choosing between the past and the future, but about embracing who you have become and what you desire to live from this point forward. If the choice was to embrace this person again, the angels celebrate with you, for they see the courage in your openness and the faith in the possibility of renewed love. However, they ask that you proceed with discernment and allow this person's actions to prove that the learning was genuine. True love is built with trust and mutual effort, and you deserve nothing less than that. On the other hand, if you decided to move forward without this reconnection, the angels also celebrate. They see the strength in your decision and the clarity in knowing that your value is not tied to the other's desire. By closing this chapter, You open space for something greater and more aligned with your essence to enter your life. At this moment, the angels send a clear message. You are free, free to love again, whether it is this person or another that the universe is still bringing to you. Free to express yourself fully, without fear or limitations. Free to live your life with the intensity and authenticity you have always deserved. Imagine yourself now in a peaceful place where the weight of the past no longer exists. Take a deep breath and visualize a golden light enveloping you. This light is the energy of the angels, cleansing any residue of doubt or pain and filling your heart with peace and hope. What is to come is as grand as the love you have always carried within you. Whether it is a new phase with this person or a completely new beginning, the angels ask you to embrace this change with confidence. They also leave a final message. True love always finds its way, because it is the purest expression of who you are. If this message resonated with you in your situation, write in the comments, "I am ready to live a love that overflows." Share your experiences in the comments. If you liked this video, like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content. Thank you for watching,